All right. Think I'm live. Do need to grab my iPad so I can see comments if anybody's here. Oh wait, there it is. Okay, 14%. We can make that work. All right, let's see. Can I open the chat? I want to see all chat. Okay, cool. Still not showing me chat. That's so strange. All right. Well, that's why I'm going to use my iPad. Can you guys hear me? Anybody? Maybe. Let me know. We've got lots of swatching to do. I think that should be all from chick content. Awesome. So forgive me, I do not sound my best. I don't even sound my worst. I'm like even below that. But I thought it might be nice to hang out and chat. I have missed everybody because poor Tara has been moving all week. So we've all been without our morning chats. I don't have anybody local, so I've been very sad. But we're here now. I've got my hot cinnamon tea with honey. I've got, hopefully, my iPad, which I'm just trying to get hooked up to the charger now as it's dying. It's moving to my chest, so I'm not sure without the tea how long I'm gonna last. I have my tea, so hopefully it'll keep working. But it's definitely moving into my chest, which is the unfun part of being sick. So I'm just using liquids that I don't really care about. They're my swatching liquids. And I've got my favorite size of swatches. Let's see, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12. 2 chicks, 1 dip. So hopefully I pulled enough. I just bought, this is Your Beauty cheap set from Amazon. I'm not using the activator that goes with it though, because the activator is like killing me. Hi, Joe. So if I know you by a screen name, pop that into the chat, please. Just so I can know who I'm chatting with. We're gonna start with what I have of the After Dark Valentine's Day collection. Don't think I got all the colors, but at most. And then I was trying to pick up some good peaches to play with, or pinks or peaches. So I have dipped berries, but I'm not sure which side of what that came from. So we'll just swatch that. It's Valentine's-ish. And then some pinks. Shopping around for that perfect nude. I'm gonna do my dip French. I would like to have a dip nude. Oh man. Okay, it is Josie. Okay. Is it Josie or Jossie? Let me know. Yeah, Britt. I'm getting a little bit of contact dermatitis, and I think it's from filing. I think the acrylic dust might be causing some issues. So I will be keeping an eye on that. I mean, I wash my hands, so I don't know why it would be, but who knows? I do have Ehlers-Danlos, which lends me to be more reactive to things. Josie. Okay, perfect. Thank you, hun. And being more reactive means that I can react to just about anything. At one point, I was allergic to water. Anytime I took a shower or washed my hands, didn't even have to use soap, I would end up with hives. Like individual hives, not like all over, but apparently that's a sign of Emanuel Syndrome, which is when your autoimmune system hates you and thinks that everything is trying to kill you. So, never know. So this is Fetish. And I'm being careful with how I'm picking up because I kind of want to do the base. And then there are these really fun red glitters in here. And I have that on this hand right now. Yeah, Britt, it was terrible. It was for like 5 years. Anytime I took a shower, I would just have random hives. And they would get big. Like, think mosquito bite. And my doctors were like, oh, that's weird. You think? Any answers? No? Okay. That's fabulous. Thanks. Why did I spend the money to be here? So. But once I found out that my cousin had Ehlers-Danlos, it was easier to get the doctors to test for stuff. She, unfortunately, has vascular, which is very dangerous. She's actually had, like, veins explode and stuff. So. And she's a bleeder. She got, like, the worst of the genetic draw. So, anyways, for anybody who's coming in, I am Brandis, a.k.a. BdazzldNails, a.k.a. B. Call me what you like. And I am just hanging out and swatching because I don't get to see my live people tonight because I don't think I can manage thinking through a manicure, let alone talking about it while I do it. So there are 2 kinds of glitters in here. There are high heels and lips, so I'm kind of fishing around for the high heels. I just want to make sure on my swatches that I know and I don't forget what kind of glitter is in here. Yeah, Britt, they're like, ooh, challenging case. Next, here's a specialist who might know. I just got passed around, like endocrine, rheumatology. It was finally at rheumatology that they're like, well, you don't really have anything that I like super specialize in, but I think you have this. And I'm the closest to a specialist you're gonna find. So I was like, cool. And then he referred me to a pain management doctor too. So those are the 2 that are handling my meds and all my symptoms of crud. Which reminds me, I haven't seen my rheumatologist in a while. All right, so here is Fetish. We got red lips and some red heels with black hearts, iridescence, and then other black glitters. You could build it up if you do like 2 flat lays to like a solid, or you can keep it like a little spaced out, which I've kind of done on the swatch and on my nails. I think it's fun. I had fun fishing for glitters and putting them on my black nails, which the black isn't pure black. It is actually a black with red and purple glitters. It is really pretty. So we'll do that next. And then in case I don't get around to using my label machine, which I ran out of tape and I ordered some, but I may have ordered transparent on accident. So I just give a quick little buff to my swatch stick, and then I use a Sharpie, and because I've buffed it, I find that the Sharpie doesn't rub off. So it's 2 chicks, 1 dip, and we are finished. So I try to do this so I don't lose track, which happens very easily with me. I'll be on top of it and I'll have a box full of swatches, and I'm like, I didn't label any of them. I had so much fun. So that's one thing, is like the After Dark collection. I worked with Sarah and Cara on creating this. So that was really fun. I'm going to do the solid. Well, it looks like it's solid. It's not solid. It's a beautiful black with purple and red glitters. Like they're like teeny tiny in there. But when you top coat, they come out and they're gorgeous. So yeah, we were just on a video call and she was creating her like anti-Valentine's Day, and we had been chit-chatting about like reds and purples and stuff. So we had fun and we got to make it together. And I think other people were there too. We were just all kind of hanging out. It was fun. It was lots of fun. And then Sarah came up with most of the names. Because I'm a little bit of a prude when it comes to naming things, because my fabulous mother-in-law follows me and watches my videos. So I try not to be too ultra for her, because I love her and I don't want to scare her away. She loves me for who I am, but you know. There's only so much of that freak flag I let fly. She's like, purple hair, love it. Pink hair, love it. Tattoos and piercings, sure, why not? You're a sweetheart. And we'll just end it there. Oh, man. Even the decaf is really good. Now, I wish this was caffeinated, but I ran out. And I have not had a chance to go to Target to pick up more tea. You're funny, Britt. Only in our chats do I let that freak flag fly. Can't even talk today. Alright, so this is safe word. It's red and purple glitters. Forget what else is in here, so we're going to fish around and find out. So this is generally how I swatch. I just do two sides at once if I've got room, and then if I don't, I do 2 sides, and I just kind of fish around and do it that way. One side gets flat light, one side gets dipped. Okay, so we've got bluey purple and black and red. This one's a fun gamut of colors in the dark spectrum. I'll be top coating these, probably collection by collection if I can. So how is everybody today? How is everybody's Friday going? Doing submissive. Man, guys, I don't know if this is good for you, but for my iPad, the quality of my YouTube live picture is much better than the quality of my Facebook. I don't know if it matches what you guys are seeing though, because I even forgot to hook up to the supposed booster back here, my Wi-Fi booster. Forgot to hook up to it. I normally do. So at any point I may drop, I may get a phone call. I forgot to go into do not disturb mode. Yeah, Britt, I'm sorry. Your boss keeping you busy. Lots of random requests. I've been fielding calls from medical providers and school and nice. You guys should go live. I can watch you guys be live. That sounds delicious. Yes, my husband said we can order out tonight. So he's probably going to try to lean us towards ramen. I'm going to try to lean us towards Chinese. I had a migraine yesterday, so I'm avoiding the Korean chicken this week. I just don't want to add any more drama to my brain. I'm just moving my glitters around. Boop. Hi, Amanda. Thanks for coming by. So I have never gone live on my YouTube before. So I thought, why not? My views are lower. My watch time's down this year, so why not do a live? My hope this year is to get a little bit more active over here. Dedicate time to filming. I wish Facebook made it easy to like save my lives, because then I could do my live, save it, edit it, do my voiceover. But nope, it does not make that easy for me. Okay, so this is submissive. Yep, this is submissive. Red, purple. It's like a purple blue shift. It kind of depends what lighting you're in, and then it's got the black hearts, which we love. Safety seal. I forgot to label the other two ones too. See? Get too much into a groove and like forgetting whatever I was doing. This is submissive. I try to buff it bidirectionally to make sure the Sharpie works. And then I abbreviate the company. This one's master. We'll do dipped berries and then top coat this set. And activate. Thanks, Amanda. All right. And this was safe word. Ah, hands are not working right today either. So we don't have any big plans this weekend. I was watching a Costco video. So I watch a bunch of different shopping videos because of my old job. And I was watching this one channel that does like Costco deals, Sam's Club deals, stuff like that. Apparently, Costco, at least his Costco, so he's hoping our Costco did too, got rid of like the churro, which is sad. We liked the churro. But they replaced it with a like huge chocolate chip cookie that they serve warm. And my husband is a cookie fiend, so he's very excited to go try that. And they also showed having like a bucket of churro donuts. The person who bought and tasted them said tasted better than even the churro that Costco used to sell. So now I heard my front door open. I didn't hear it open again. Okay, there. I was wondering if my husband was home. I thought he may have left. So he's handling the doggo for me. It never fails. When I'm going live, my dog always needs to go out. I'm just like, could you not? Not right now, please? And he's blind and he's old, so he will just stand at the door and bark until somebody comes and gets him. Our pets have us very well trained. So that is safe word. Now we're gonna go in here and we're gonna activate master, which is the one I told you guys has the red and purple micro glitters. Black glitter too, it looks like, with black pigment. So I'm gonna top coat that when it's dry. Poor Kieran is sick. Think he brought the cold in, we're pretty sure. And then he seemed to get better. It lasted a few days. Then he was like rubbing his ears and stuff, so we're like, we might need to go to the doctor. Took him to the doctor said he had an ear infection, and then he didn't have a fever or anything, but then he developed a fever yesterday at school. But he's already been on the antibiotic. So now we're like, so is it really an ear infection? Is it something else? And then when Kieran gets sick, and like the fever's low, like he never gets like a high fever unless he's like very, very, very sick. It was like 100.9, 100.5. I can't get this open. There we go. This is dipped berries. I don't remember which collection this was part of, but it looked very Valentine-y, so I picked it up. So we'll see. Hopefully it is just the ear infection and the antibiotics are just maybe making his tummy a little upset. Because that's like his first sign when he's sick. Because he usually gets sick. He has a condition called gastroparesis that we normally manage through medication. And it's slow digestion, which then makes you nauseous, right? Because, you know, the food's not supposed to hang out in your tummy that long. Kind of why like those Mounjaro and Wegovy shots work, is they basically cause gastroparesis, and then your stomach gets more upset with like the worst food you eat. So it's similar to that. So he gets that when he is sick. His stomach stops working completely. Happens after surgeries too for him. And it's basically like a GI freeze. And then as he's recovering, his GI will recover too. So it's a fun telltale. You think you got a totally healthy kid and then they throw up on you. And you're like, whoa, all right then. I guess we're not. Only benefit to gastroparesis is it doesn't stink. It literally comes out as it went in. So you had a cup of coffee, out comes a cup of coffee. Not that he drinks coffee, but like juice, milk, formula when he was a baby. So yeah, at least it doesn't stink. It did put me off vanilla for years though, because his baby formula, Elicare, was vanilla flavored. And that is my favorite scent. And it was like my purple hair is my thing. Vanilla perfume was my thing for like 20 years. It was funny. At one of my first video game jobs, my nickname was Vanilla-rama. So yeah, I stopped wearing vanilla perfume for a very long time. Tossed out all my body scrubs. It's like, never again! But I'm finally back and okay with it, so. Cheers for small things. Speaking of vanilla, does anybody like the Huda, her sister Kylie, the Kylie perfume lines? Does anybody like those? I love the vanilla. I have not had a chance to smell the oud yet, but I want to. This is dipped berries. I was trying to write chocolate strawberries, but you know, nope. Just in case nobody likes strawberries, it's just chocolate berries or dipped berries. All right. So those are labeled. Those are activated. Nobody's going to be hiring me to do their swatches. We'll just say that. They ain't pretty, but they functional. And then I'm using my non-hema-free top coat to do it because I have a lot of nail products that I have saved up that I now react to. So we bust them out for swatching. I'm not sure how old this one is. I used to be a brand ambassador for McCart. Then they changed their program, and I think I got dropped. And I never got paid out, which is a bummer, because their payout was like $100, and I never ended up doing a total of like $100 in sales. Like I did, I mean, in commission, so they don't pay out. So when they closed their program, the commission that I did have went away. Which, you know, whatever, it's life. That's sort of the danger of those commission affiliate programs. But yeah, they launched their dip, and that was fun, and I ordered it and used it and stuff, but it wasn't my favorite. The liquids were fine, but the dip itself, it didn't come in enough colors. It was overly priced, in my opinion. So I don't pitch things I don't believe in. If it's overpriced, I'll tell you. If I don't think the quality is great, you won't see it. So, just who I be. Can't use products that I don't believe in. Man, this top coat even stinks. Ugh. It's like my body's like, we know this is bad for you. It's poison, keep it away. Half the time I don't even top coat my swatches these days, but I figured since they're glitters and I'm live, we might as well. So I'm just throwing them into my little mini lamp to the side. Stop for a tea break for a second. Talking more than I intended, but it's not like I have any royalty-free music to play. Though I should look into that, because then at least I can give background music during lives if it's royalty-free. Y'all want some elevator music during our lives? All right. So here is Submissive, Dipped Berries, and Safe Word. These are the three that just came out of the lamp. They're definitely ones you're going to want to top with clear powder and then gel top coat them. Let me come back down because I'm not in frame. The delay is a little hard on that. So, here we go. We'll finish up with Fetish. Who likes ASMR? Secret, not me. ASMR is how I discovered I have mysophenia, which is the only word I know. I think it's usually associated with eating. And like if people are normal eating, it like doesn't bother me too bad. But ASMR eating, whew, no thank you. It's always trying to recommend it to me on like TikTok and shorts and reels, and I'm like, no thank you. Do not like they have for the ads, they need that for certain types of like content that they try to show you. Like they kind of have it on Facebook, but they definitely need it on Instagram and TikTok, where I can just be like, not for me, not for me, not for me. Some ASMR doesn't bother you. I mean, maybe I just keep getting shown the wrong ones, but like the ice crunching videos and stuff, I'm just like, please stop. Or even if I'm watching like a creator who does other types of content and they're being funny and they're like, ooh, ASMR, tap, tap, tap. And I'm like, please stop, please stop. But I think it's really cool that some people like really like it and it soothes them or whatever. I find it interesting. That's why I checked it out for a minute. Interesting. See, now if someone brushes my hair, Britt, I will get the tingles and it relaxes me. But watching it happen to somebody else, not so much. But that does remind me, I watch a YouTuber named Jen Loves, and her husband started his own ASMR channel last year or the year before. And he was like a tattooist and had his own tattoo studio. And then when the panini hit, he kind of shifted gears. And I think he's doing that full time now. And he does the hair brushing and like all the like grooming stuff. Women love it. He's very attractive. Still not my thing. Okay. This is Wino, I think. Good coverage. I love it when a glitter has the multiple sizes. Generally, if I'm wearing a glitter, unless it's like a topper, I want. Oh man, that's awesome, Britt. Give him 2 thumbs up. Speaking of thumbs up, if you're here, could you hit the thumbs on my video, please? Give me a like. All right, so these are the last 2 from the collection. The After Dark collection, we have Master. Man, I gotta relearn my targets on this one. So we got Master and Fetish. They're quite cute. Pretty colors. The purples and the reds are really subtle. See, I went right out of frame when I did that one. It's so funny. I was right the first time. All right, there we go. So that's Master and Fetish. And that is all 5 of the After Dark colors that I have, plus dipped berries. Pretty. Okay. Now I'm gonna put that in my 2 chicks 1 dip bucket. I had an accident and my activator spilled. And it melted everything. Like, activator is kind of crazy. So now it's like stuck. So I don't recommend spilling activator on stuff. Yikes. It just like crystallized and decimated the container. Yoips. Alright, so into the bucket that goes. So yes, I don't generally store them on a ring. I tend to just throw them into the bucket that goes with that company. Usually I've got my dips kind of sorted. I've been working on putting them into drawers and stuff. Thank you, Britt, for showing off those drawers and being able to get them at Michael's for like $30. It's been very helpful. So if I'm working with the company, they get a drawer. If I'm not working with the company, they go in a bin for now. That's sort of how it's working out. Clean these out. That was Wino. Little top coat. Oh yeah. I also like to mark my dips with a tiny little dot if I've swatched them or used them. So if you ever get a dip from me or you buy a dip from me, if it's been swatched, it might have a little dot. Just lets me know. I may still have to re-swatch it if I lose the swatch, but at least I know it was somewhere. Alright, so these are just the random leftovers that I got in my order from 2 Chicks 1 Dip. So this is Put Me In Coach. I think we're going into more of the nudes and blushes that I was looking for. So I just got samples of them so I could see. They are Brit, they're great. I love that they easily come out if you want them to, because then I can just grab the drawer and bring it to me. So I've got like a drawer of what I call like incoming. So those are products I need to use, or products that I need to swatch, or products that I'm planning a mani with. So goes in my little inbox. Can you tell I worked in a corporate environment? All right, this is put me in coach. Probably darken up a little bit when I activate it, but it's kind of got some nice mauve tones to it. Pretty opaque. I don't love opaque for my French nudes. If it's just a nude I'm gonna like design on or something, that's fine. This is Satin Sheets. Facts, Brit, facts. This one has pearl in it and a little bit of shimmer. So probably not going to be a good French nude, but it might just be a pretty neutral to use. And if I end up not working with my skin tone, I will throw it into a dip trade or send it to a friend. We try not to throw things away or waste things if they can be repurposed or rehoned. It's very pretty though. Trying to track the on-screen, off-screen. These little safety things don't want to stay in the lids, so I'm just gonna throw them away. Do you guys keep them? I know in some bottles it literally is what like helps the dip not leak, but when they don't want to stay in the cap, it's a little annoying. See if my cuticle nippers can grab this. Ouch. There we go. All right. This is Sheer Bliss. It seems to have similar like mermaidy micro glitters in it. Yes, yes, Britt. It is my secret weapon to swatching. It's easier when you have like the 0.25 bottles. Like sometimes if they're overfilled, like CNDD does, which I love, I'll just pour off a little bit into the cap and then I just go straight down the center of the of the jar. Ain't got no time. If I'm swatching, it's usually because Kieran is like minded by somebody else, or like half-minded, so like might be Tom who's watching Kieran, and then like I maybe needed to like be called in at any point, so I won't start a mani and I'll just swatch. So whatever I can get done as fast as I can get it done. Oh, we have filled up my little brush holder, which is not in the picture, so let me try to move that into the picture. So at least you guys can see the colors that I'm swatching. How about that? More fun that way, I'm sure. All right. This is the brush holder by Liquid Layers. This is the bottle holder. My fabulous finger rest that I love. My code for Liquid Layers is BdazzlD15 because I never remember to share my codes. Alright, so we're just going to buff them and activate them. Or buff them, name them, activate them. Alright, Satin Sheets. It's a glow, so I will put a little G next to it. Depending on the day, my handwriting is legible or illegible. Alright, have fun. Bye, Britt. Love ya. Tell Julie I say hello. you, Amanda? What you doing? Always feel free to add to the conversation. We love chit-chatting. This is Sheer Bliss. This one's got a little bit of extra powder on it. It has put me in coach. I'm just brush it off a little bit. And we'll see how much it darkens up. Yeah. For somebody, this is a beautiful nude. Might be too dark for me. But maybe if I only do one layer, I could get away with it. Yeah, it's not bad. It's definitely like a good your nail, like your, like, do you guys remember the old days when it was like mannequin hand was like popular, where you wanted your nails to basically be the same color as your skin? So it's not a bad one for that. Well, I'm sorry, Amanda. Yeah, weekends are both a curse and a blessing for a mom. It's kind of like, yay! We don't have to go to work if we're working, and then boo, the kids don't have to go to school, so you don't get anything done. I love spending time with Kieran, of course, but it is much harder to get stuff done. Luckily, it seems like his horses aren't being canceled today. We were worried it would be actively raining, and then horses would get canceled for him, but it does not appear to be so. I haven't seen a text message come in yet, meaning I haven't been knocked offline. He loves horseback riding. And speaking of that, I do have to show a fundraiser that his ranch is doing. They are a... Of course they do, Amanda. Of course they do. They are doing a Valentine's Day themed fundraiser. They're a 501c or whatever that is, where they are a non-profit. They provide what's called hippotherapy for children like Kieran. And their waiting list is extremely long. Like, Kieran was on it for a couple years because they don't have the funds to hire more therapists. So every year we try to do our best and fundraise, and it has done so much for Kieran. I cannot stress the effectiveness and amazingness of the therapy. So the link is going to be probably in the description of this video, and it is on my Facebook. And it's awesome because they will also rescue horses. So most of the therapy horses are rescues or retired horses, which is great. They have ponies and big horses and medium horses. It's a lot of fun. As Kieran's gotten bigger, so has his horse. He's not up to a full size yet, though. Me too. Within a year of him riding is about when he first sat up on his own for the first time, and he was 4. It was at his 4th birthday. Kieran's condition really affects his mobility, gross motor, and fine motor functions. All right, so we're going to top coat these. We have satin sheets, which is the glow. I'm not sure we'll be able to see it in here with the light, but it is a glow, and that is fun. I like sparkly glows. They, depending on how much sparkle, they can be really fun to put under decals. So I just got that in my little mini arm lamp. Yeah, it was amazing. He literally was in the ball pit that we made out of like a blow-up pool, and he watched one of his classmates do it, and he just did it. It was just like, it just clicked. It was amazing. It's still kind of rough, which is so weird. So he's 9 this month, and it's still kind of hard for him to sit up. Like, he can, and we know he can, and he knows he can, but sometimes like the arm placement or like the actual like constricting of the muscles doesn't work correctly, And so he'll try to sit up and he gets stuck halfway. And we have to come in and like help him. Doesn't happen all the time. But you can really see his frustration as he's like, no, like body, I know how to do this. I know how to sit up. It's why he doesn't crawl and doesn't walk yet, because he understands like the 1-2-1-2 aspect of standing and walking, but the actually keeping the muscles strong and constricted or contracted into a stand-up posture isn't consistent, so he'll like randomly lose control and like collapse. This is put me in coach. And then he doesn't understand the going from a sit like into a stand. It's kind of like all or nothing. So like he can scoot to like the edge of something, and if he kind of falls into a stand, like he'll try to stand up and then his legs give out. But if he's sitting on the ground, he can't go into a kneel and then stand. He can't crawl over to a couch and like use the couch to stand up. So it's all the little pieces in between that you don't really think about that actually make these skills something that you can do. So, and it's kind of crazy because when he was a baby, I could kind of see what they consider to be like the automatic growth into those skills trying to happen. And then his body wouldn't like agree. And then he also ended up in hip bracers for a year. So they found his hip dysplasia pretty late, but we got lucky and were able to use like just a basic Pavlik harness for him. And that made it doable because he was not about the hip braces. They kept him adducted in like a permanent kind of like frog squat. Whew. Not a fan. Not a fan at all. My buddy's got opinions. Alright, so I'm just finishing the last in the line for this. So we have satin sheets, put me in coach, wino, and sheer bliss. Sheer bliss. Whoops. No. Put me in coach. Pure bliss. Satin sheets. And wino. They are cured and done, so we'll put them in their container. We got next is peaches and cream. Let's get wild. Pink chiffon. My blurple, which Cara and I helped make. Poor Simple Fools. Unforgettable Fun. And Turned Up. The next round that we'll be doing. Time for a tea break. If I'm really feeling myself and I'm super into being efficient, sometimes I even label my swatches before I do them. Not often, but it has happened and it can happen. So we're going to try to do that now. Pink chiffon. Two chicks, one nip. Great. My neighbor's gardener is out and having fun. Whee. Anybody have any big Valentine's Day plans? Something fun? How do we feel about those long tip names? Yeah, same. Maybe watch a movie at home when Kieran's asleep. So we usually get each other cards and maybe some candy or like a small little gift. Depends on the year and the amount of energy. Sometimes it's so bad that I will hand make him a card the morning of. I'm out and about with Kieran all day, but I don't generally get into like stores or anything with him because of his compromised immune system, as well as the difficulty of hauling him in and out with his wheelchair. So some years, I just don't ever make it to a store to get a Valentine's Day card. So, good thing I can kind of make a cute one, generally by hand. Alright, so we have pink chiffon, which is a multi-size glitter. I can't remember if this is one of the ones from the Create that we did. Cara sometimes does live creates, and you can go in her group, 2 Chicks 1 Dip, and you can hang out and request a color from her and she'll make it. You're not like obligated to buy it, but of course, you know, it would be nice if you did. It's the reason she's making it. But it's a lot of fun to just hang out, chit chat, and like create colors, and everybody kind of gets to vote, and then you get to name it. So it's fun. Pink chiffon. Blurple. No, Unforgettable. Unforgettable's first. Then blurp. Then turned up. Whatever. Do it in whatever order. Anybody watching good TV right now? Recommendations for shows or movies? I'm finishing up some of my K-dramas and rewatching a couple because they're cute and fluffy, and I generally don't remember the plot. And just a little bit of extra pigment. Brush that off. Maybe give this an extra shake if you pick it up. Blues and purples do tend to clump together in transit. No, I misaligned it. Problem I have with like the little jars is I almost always misalign the lids. So rude. Okay, so that's Unforgettable Fun. Next is Turned Up, which is kind of a red, it looks like. All right. Just need to get a little bit of a grip. Come on. All right, there we go. Making me work for it. Let's find out. It is a deeper blue, like blue purple, so we can pair that up and check it out. Okay. Turned up. And purple. Okay. It's trying to escape. But you can see it is a pretty dark color. We were struggling with like getting it like sort of in between and getting it to be like purpley enough without losing the blue. But it's got some purple, like blue blue-purple shimmer to it. It's not a cream. Creme, however you like to say it. I know this one was definitely created during the live. So, kind of got to go off of your screen and if the color's true or not. But it's fun. I think it'll match. She made me one for my sister Dharma, who died in October. And she made me a color for that. So this might match that pretty good too. All right. So that's what we look before we're activated. It is a very solid opaque color. Oh my gosh, I did that on a new stick. What are you gonna do? Happens. Happens. What happens when you try to prep? You always outsmart yourself. At least I do. Okay. All right. So for something else. Probably as a dummy for nail art. Practice my nail art on my swatches usually. I do have one of those weird fake hands, but I don't know. I don't know. I don't find them to be particularly easy to work with. So if and when I do get to go get my tech license, I'm not sure I'll want to work with one of those fake hands. I'm not sure how well I'll do. All right, so we're going back into the drawer and we're pulling out safe word. Yes, I think it would go with safe word. Oh, let's see. So here's safe word. We've got that pulled back out. We will dust off Blurple and get her activated and top coated. I love my Luxie brushes. You get a full brush set for like $9. BdazzlD 15 will save you 15%. They have an ombre brush and a little fan brush for dusting and I forget what else. It's like 4 brushes though. No, I had a new set somewhere, but I may have taken it out of the bag. So that is activated. Let that set up and then we'll top coat it. Didn't bleed too much, which is great. Turned up as a very, very jelly color. If it were a lighter pink, I would like it a lot for a French nude, because I do like jelly in my nudes. This is a really pretty, delicate color. Great for spring. It's a pink that leans peachy, even though it's called pink chiffon. It's got some of those peachy flash glitters, as well as the iridescent greens. Hi, Tara. Thanks for stopping by. I missed saying hi. Hi. Hope you haven't been here too long. Just doing a little swatch fest. Then we're going to top coat these babies and get them under the light. So here is Blurple with its top coat freshly applied. Here is Safe Word, Amanda. I think they match pretty well. What do you think? Kind of hard to capture on the thing, but since it's got blue and purple glitters and the reds, I think it kind of goes. And it's a nice solid. That's in my lamp. Really pretty, right, Amanda? I'll bring it back out when it... I do wonder if it would chrome. It's always a question when I'm working with the shimmer. I'm like, will it chrome? Will it chrome? Could it chrome? Should it chrome? Maybe it should chrome. Anybody else like that? I'm kind of a chrome fiend. I'm just being lazy, going all the way through here. Getting the top coat on before I get it under the lamp. Just doing it all at once. Pink chiffon is this color. These are 3 before they go in the lamp. They all fell. Got ahead of myself. Got ahead of myself. They fell off my stand. My lamp on. There we go. So here is Blurple. I'm gonna try to line myself up with the lights. Okay, not bad. Not bad. Not great, not bad. And then safe word. Pardon the rainbow that's showing up on my hand. This used to be my teenager's room, and she had those rainbow cling window coverings put on her windows. So there's those 2 colors. I think they're quite pretty. I do think they kind of go together, so that'll be a fun pair. I think I'll actually use that pair. So yeah, it'll be fun. Again, that was Blurple, 2 chicks, 1 dip. And the other was safe word. All right, we are doing a second cure for my colors. I can keep the lamp from falling over. Boop. All right. So we're going to be looking at Turned Up, Pink Chiffon, which is also another glow, and then Unforgettable Fun. Right? Yeah. And then I haven't done Let's Get Wild or Pour Simple Fools yet. All right. Let's see. Yeah, I can't. It's so bright in here. I think it's a white glow. It kind of looks like a white glow on Pink Chiffon. And I need to mark it as a glow because I forgot to put my little G. So there are no secret glows. Mark my swatches. And there is Unforgettable Fun, which purple, love it. Not going to be a question. Okay. We have 2 more 2 chicks, 1 dip. And then I might just do my candy dips and then go lay down. Eat some lunch and lay down. We'll see. We'll see if how far I make it through. My tea is halfway done. How are you, Tara? What are you up to? Are you still in here? Did you leave? Sorry, Tara. Is it still the sickness? Do we have some seasonal blues going on? This is Pour Simple Fools. It is a purple green shifty glitter. Hard question to answer, but I don't have a migraine right now. I'm hoping it stays that way, and if it does, I am way better off than yesterday. Like, my illness is a little worse. I've got that scratch in my throat, and I've been coughing more. I took some Dayquil, so I'm kind of holding on right now. But as long as I don't have a migraine, I'm not ready to, like, you know, go take a flying leap off a cliff somewhere. Trigger warning, I guess. Mostly joking. But chronic pain is no joke. Migraines coupled with a illness is no bueno. Kind of gets that cup to overfloweth. Okay, so that is Poor Simple Fools. Feels like that might be a play off of Little Mermaid. Yeah, Tara, that was me yesterday. I was in the Can't Get Warm because it was also raining and then we had really bad hail. I know you probably have snow, so I hate to complain. But I was out running around in it with Kieran. We had him back in therapy yesterday. We had to do feeding therapy, which is super important for him. So we were out and it was cold. When I got home, I just could not get warm. I had my heating pad on, I had my blanket on, I had my socks, my shoes, my hoodie. Lately, I've been just tying my hood around my head. Keep myself warm, or try to. Varying rates of success, I would say. Okay, that's with one layer of flat lay. And then I just go in and I scoop. And I tap. I tap. That's how I swatch. Lazy girl method all the way. Work smarter, not harder, is always my motto. A very typical Aries thing I've heard. We don't like inefficiencies because we don't want to work harder than we have to. And we're mostly idea people. I don't know if anybody subscribes to the astrological stuff, but I can be a leader. I don't prefer it because, again, hard work. But every job I've ever had has put me in that position. So now I actively try to avoid it. I just want to be an idea person. I want to give ideas to the people I'm working with and the people I love. I want to let them run with it, be successful with it. It'd be nice if I got some kickback for it, but not necessary. I just want to live a comfortable life. You know? That is those two colors activated. I don't see any real bleeding on the glitters. I have been noticing that in some of my brands, that their glitters have been bleeding when I activate them. So I always try to let the creator know if their glitters aren't enjoying activator, just as a warning. Because I do normally on my nail clear cap with clear acrylic, but I buff that stuff down to the last macro minometer and then activate it again. So the activator for me is going to touch the glitter most likely. It's going to get through that final layer and it's going to touch the glitter. So well, I'm sorry, Tara. Yeah, it was me last night. We were trying to play Final Fantasy 16. And I keep falling asleep during plot parts. We're pretty far. We're pretty far. We're down to Odin. No spoilers, but we are at Odin. Running around like crazy people. And then we've got Final Fantasy 7. And I forget what else. The internet has warned me about playing the new Silent Hill, though. It's supposed to be super triggering, and my husband's going to play it first to let me know if I can even see any videos on it. All right. So this is Pour Simple Fools with Let's Get Wild. Great for summer. Your mermaid manis. This is for your dark mermaid manis. My code currently is Brandis 10 or Brandis 15. I may be staying on and hanging out with the girls, and then it'll change to BDazzld. That's a bummer, Tara. Hopefully the companies take notice. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and we are finished with 2 chicks, 1 dip. Let's at least look at candy. If I don't get them swatched on video, let's at least look at them. So this is my very first order from Candy Dips. I like to build up generally a pretty big array of colors before I try a company, you know, that I'm interested in. And then I buy a few. She wrote me this little note. She messaged me after my order. Apparently I'd accidentally ordered some doubles. And she messaged me with the cutest little message saying that she loves my work. And she says, I am literally so excited to see what you create with these. Thank you so much, Karen. So you're welcome, Karen. Thank you for making beautiful dips that intrigued my little brain. So this is amphitrite, a type of stone, I'm guessing, or mineral. Looks similar to one of the glitters that we were just playing with, but this has silver foils in it. A little bigger than I prefer, so I will usually come in and sort of stab the foils and break them up a little bit when they're that big. Just take my little stick and just stick it in there. Because otherwise I feel like I'm wasting the foils if you get like the big ones on your nails and you're like, you have to brush away like half of it. And then you're like, well, there's another candy that won't be in. Let's get this one. So a few of my friends have been guesting for candy. So check my stories if I'm sharing any Candy Manis to get some discount codes. I don't know who's on her team full-time right now or if she has any full-time people. So if you know, please drop it in the chat. Let's help each other save money. I believe I used Emily Perez's. Perez, I think that's her last name? M. I think I used her code because it was the only one I could find. And I was trying not to forget. There's one bad habit I have with being sick and my ADD brain. I'm like literally experiencing like that meme of I have X amount of browser windows open and in one of them music is playing. That's like my literal brain right now. You named one of her dips? Awesome. Which one, Tara? That's really cool. Love it. I love companies that let you get involved, and those are my favorite brands to work with, are the smaller brands that I can be involved with, and as a team it feels like a community. Like that's what I'm looking for when I work with a brand. Especially a smaller brand. Like if you're a small brand, you should take care of your ambassadors so your ambassadors take care of you. And you should feel, you know, it's still a work relationship, but you can be close-ish with your teammates at work, and often, you know, even if you're having a terrible day, your teammates or office mates will make the day, and they'll be why you come into the office that day. And if you don't have a job like that, cool, use Tara's discount. But what dip did you name, babe? Amphitrite. I will say, my Temu bag right now is full of stone bracelets. I'm a big fan of stone and gemology in general. I'm not like versed in it. But you know, I know that there's a kind of energy from the earth, and I feel like, you know, you can harmonize with some of that. And I think they're pretty. Moonlit Rose. Oh, I don't have that one. That's a bummer. I'll have to go find it. So this is amphitrite. It is a chunky glitter with the chunky foils. Sometimes that works better with gel, and sometimes if it has too much clear in it, it doesn't work great with gel. So experiment. Use your swatching as your time to experiment and figure out how it best works. Warning, opening this package will cause extreme happiness. Yay! Flood my brain with serotonin and endorphins. Thank you. All right. I may have picked up a Christmas color. Let's see. Told you, I was building this basket for a while. Okay. So, to flip these babies over, we have Alluring, which is a sort of chocolatey color with bronze or copper or rose gold. Been kind of on a rose gold kick lately. This is Cocoa, so we'll open these and take a look. If my fingers will cooperate. These are the tiny lids that my hands don't love. Yeah, Christmas spirit. That's cool. I really liked it. I wanted to pick it up for Christmas, but I just didn't get a chance. I didn't have enough other dips that I wanted to do. Valentine's Day. That's cute. The girls at Jersey Girl Dipping, they got me this amethyst one for when my sister passed away. I don't have my I usually have a hematite one on, but I don't have it on today. But I've got like my little stone beads, lapidolite, and other ones. I tend to stick with the grays, the blacks, the blues, the purples. If I'm needing some extra vibes, I might throw in a pink quartz. Just because. Let's do cherry. I wanted to see what kind of red this was. We'll swatch cherry. I love the fact, so my birthstone is diamond, which is a lot. You don't get those very often from people. But my son, my husband, my mom, my sister, they're all amethyst. So I'm more than happy to wear their stone. Because, you know, my favorite color is purple. So it kind of works out. I don't have much jewelry in it yet, but I am liking it on my nails lately. I used to be a hardcore, no way will I wear gold person. But I've been warming up to different colors. Slowly but surely. No, I'm only in my 40s now, so it took me a little bit to get there. Alright, carefully swatch cherry. Try to do it carefully. I wish all companies allowed me to size up in containers. Because I don't mind, like, I don't want most of the time I don't need 0.25 of a dip. I just don't. I'm usually using my colors in concert with other colors. Oh man, yes. That combo has definitely been on my radar this year. Navy and rose gold. Oh yeah. It's cold and weird. Alright. I don't know where I was going. I totally forgot what I was saying. Pop-up window. Yes, that's what I was trying to say earlier, is that my brain is basically filled with pop-up windows. I'm constantly having to close or get distracted by. mostly distracted by. It's like, not the, this is Frozen. It's not the, like, virus type pop-up ads that I'm getting. It's the targeted pop-up ad of like, oh, your favorite store is running a sale now. You wander away. Then you don't even place an order because another pop-up comes. It's like, your other favorite store is having a sale. Or, oh hey, somebody linked a cute video on Reels, and then I get lost in the world of Reels. Just hang out there forever. Scroll, scroll, scroll. Show me cute videos of puppies. Show me cute videos of cats. So yes, Tara, you missed it earlier. We were talking about Costco. And how they have like a new chocolate chip cookie that my husband wants to try. And the gentleman I watch for like deals and sales and stuff, he showed a container of churro donut holes that my husband was quite interested in. Thank you. Yes, so some companies will let you size up. And you can get a 0.25 container with samples in it, which you pay a little bit extra for, but it also, like, some of the companies that do it actually don't have small sample containers because it's easier for them to have one size as well. And they might just have, like, the labels are a different color. This is really pretty. Like, I think this would work for, like, a beach mani too, because the stars kind of remind me of, like, starfish, and it's a very aquatic color. This is Frozen by Candy. I think it's really pretty. The other one that pulled me in was Noreen. So we're gonna move these along real quick just so I have an easier place to work. We'll see how far we make it. Galentine's has like a little red heart on it. I don't know if that just means it's Valentine's Day or not. Hi, Patty. How are you? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thanks for stopping in. I'm just swatching away till I either get too tired and pass out or I run out of swatches. We'll see. Or if I run out of tea. Those are kind of the 3 timers that are working right now. Noreen is a like chocolate and purple and rose gold. Very pretty little combo. It's got circle glitters that are kind of burgundy-ish, bronzish almost. Like a deeper rose gold, I think. Very pretty. Very pretty. And it's got the matching micros to help fill in the space, which I appreciate. I love a chunky glitter that has thought that through. I don't feel like I'm just applying straight glitter. This is Candy Dips. I placed an order and I'm getting caught up. Earlier on, we did 2 chicks, 1 dip. Now we're doing candy. All right, cherry. Yep, we have Amphitrite, cherry, Frozen, and Noreen. So now, generally when I've been hitting 4 is when I've been then moving over to activating and top coating and labeling if I didn't label. So, sort of the pattern we're in right now. So when I'm just quick swatching and I don't have my label machine, I buff my swatches to be able to write on them with my Sharpie. And then I usually dot my dip if I have swatched it and if I have worn it. Boop, 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 boop. probably lowers the resale value, but I don't really resell my dips. I generally just give them away. Or trade them. I do like the dip trade groups. Just trade them. This is Frozen, which I was saying I think would make a great summer dip as well, because it's a very like aquatic color, and the stars remind me of starfish without being like ugly and weird. Because I've seen the starfish like gems or jewels or whatever, and not really my vibe. I'm not feeling great. My migraine is gone, and so I consider it, I am feeling better than yesterday, but I'm technically feeling sicker than yesterday. It's mostly, it's moving out of my head and into my chest. So I'll probably be a coughing mess tonight. I was bored and lonely, so I thought I would do a live. One where I didn't have to think. I've already lost track of my thoughts like 3 or 4 times, so I didn't think a Manny live was gonna go well. It's activated, and then we'll top coat it. No, the weather is not good, Patty. It was hailing yesterday. We had 80s over the weekend and into Monday, and then yesterday it was hailing. And like in between the time where I picked Kieran up from school and I took him into therapy and we came out, it dropped like 15 degrees, which was like in an hour and a half. And what we thought was rain on the roof was actually hail. It's kind of scary sounding. And then apparently we had floods and mudslides. There's a Instagram account that I follow for my locale, and yeah, people were straight driving through mudslides. I'm like, that's dumb. Guy was driving a 99 Corolla, made it through fine. Whatever the car was in front of him floated downstream. It was just like, oh my god. If I saw the car ahead of me get swiped off the road and start floating away, I would not drive through. Oh man, 30s and rain. Well, that might be 30s and snow. Do you guys get snow often? Yeah. I don't think we have the brightest people out here. I mean, he had faith in his car, and his car saw him through, but it's not something I would have dared. You know? You know. And then when Kieran's feeding therapist was on her way into work, she saw a SUV hydroplane and get flipped onto its side and slide across the freeway in front of her. Thank God she wasn't involved. But yeah, that's the kind of stuff we're dealing with out here. Like even one of the exits on the freeway was flooded, and they had a video of that. I was just like, good Lord. Good Lord, go home, people. Stay home. If I had known it was that bad in some areas, I probably wouldn't have been out with Kieran in therapy yesterday. But it looked kind of clear from our side, and we didn't have too much rain at the time, so I just kind of went. But in the morning, it was terrible. Like, I was a little worried about driving him to school. Our roads are not made for that. And it happens every year lately, and we don't adjust. You'd think they'd work on fixing that. But not yet. I want to see the new topic change pop up. I want to see the new Ghostbusters. I want to see it in the theater. I don't know when it's coming to the theater, but I'd like to see it in the theater. But I also don't want to die and catch COVID. No! I don't know if we'll make it there. Picked up. I probably just got disconnected. That's fun. Normally I have my phone in do not disturb mode. Thank God it wasn't an earthquake though. I saw the window shaking. It was shaking because the whole desk was shaking. Beast of an iPhone. Not really. I have the smaller iPhone. Not the smallest, but I have the smaller iPhone. I find I don't need the big size. I can't really use the big size. My hand does not like it. All right. So I am curing those 4. It was a local number, so I'm not sure why they were calling. And I did not recognize the name, but it might have been for horses. So I'm probably going to jump off the live. Make sure it wasn't horses canceling before my husband goes and picks Kieran up from school. If I come back, I might come back to Instagram. So watch me there. I do have a stack of candies to keep swatching. So but I just want to make sure horses aren't canceling. Kieran will be so bummed. They canceled last week too. You cooking? What you cooking? What you cooking? Good looking? Not the best swatch of cherry, I'll say. I've seen it look beautiful. It just needs to be swatched and applied appropriately. But we have cherry, amphitrite, frozen, and nerine. So my swatches are not going to win any awards. They're quick and dirty, just so I can get a feel of what the dip is going to look like and what it feels like. I really like using swatching as a way to feel out the dip and what's going to be the best way to apply it. All right, thanks for stopping in, Patty. If I come back, like I said, I'll be on Instagram. Just going to go call the ranch to make sure that wasn't a cancellation. Thanks for hanging out.